This is the brand new Forza Horizon 5 Expansion 2, the FH5 Rally Adventure. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it, like the new career mode, showcase the brand new map, spoiler, it looks insane. We're going to jump into all 10 of the brand new cars, and there is also a ton new customization that makes your car go stu-tu-tu-tu-tu. We will come back to that. Right out of the gate, though, the Forza Horizon 5 Rally Adventure drops next month on March 29th, and I'm going to be playing a ton of it here on the channel. I cannot wait to jump into the career mode because it looks insane, and we're going to jump into all 10 of those new cars and check them out in full detail. So if that's something you want to see, make sure you're subscribed. Double spoiler alert, we're probably also going to do some FH5 Rally Adventure giveaways the same way we did for the Hot Wheels expansion a couple of months ago. So again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. So let's jump into it and address the elephant in the room. This expansion looks insane. Now, I know it's not what everybody wanted with a city full of skyscrapers, but what it does bring to the table is a beautiful looking map with a super interesting and unique career mode. Honestly, it really does seem like this is the Baja 1000 expansion that kind of everybody was expecting, just without the Baja 1000 name attached to it. Now, when I say Baja 1000, this is what I mean. You can essentially just turn off your minimap, turn off your racing line, and you listen to your co-driver who will navigate your path for you through the Mexican Baja. New in Forza Horizon 5 are these really cool rally driver pace notes. Essentially, the way it works is your rally co-driver is in a helicopter above you, basically shouting out what corner is coming up next. So you've got to pay attention to your rally co-driver, which is super cool. And what's also really cool is if you're doing a rally race in the night, that helicopter that's giving you all of those rally pace notes will actually shine a spotlight down on your car to basically give you more visibility at night, which is just a super nice little touch and detail. I love that. The developers actually went so in depth into like these rally driver, co-driver callouts. They actually have a brand new like driving assist in the game that will actually disable the racing line for you when you're doing like these proper rally events in the game, which is really cool. Anyways, the way the actual career mode works in the FH5 Rally Adventure is you have to join one of 3 teams. Eventually, you'll join all 3, and in those teams, you've got to complete races and PR stunts. Now, the way it works is each team actually has a different rally like focus for it. Now, apologies in advance for these very cringe names, but you've got the Horizon Raptors, which is dirt off-road rally races, standard stuff there. Then you've got the Grit Reapers, which is the street-style nighttime rally races. And then you've got the Apex Predators, which is the high-speed on-road rally event. Inside of each of those teams, you have to complete 8 different races, plus a bunch of PR stunts, plus a finale for each one. The developers actually say that the Rally Adventure actually has the most race events of any Forza Horizon expansion to date. Anyways, I feel like we've seen enough driving around the map. We should probably talk about it. This is Sierra Nueva. At least I believe that's how it's pronounced. And the way the developers describe it is this map is basically based more north than the base game map and features some extremely sketchy driving roads. It is full of unpredictable turns with steep inclines, blind crests, thrilling asphalt jumps, as well as rugged, deformable sand roads. It sounds insane. And just based off of the gameplay that I've shown off already in this video, I think you can see just like how much diversity there is. Considering this is an off-road expansion, there's almost like all of these little different areas kind of nestled into the map is kind of the best way to describe it. It looks really cool. I can't wait to try it out for myself and see if it actually feels good to play as well. One of the other things the developers mentioned briefly is that the FH5 Event Lab is also going to be available not only on this new map, but this new map is going to introduce a bunch of new props to the game. And all of those props are going to be available for everybody, regardless of whether you have the expansion or not. you can still use those new props in your future event lab races, which sounds really cool. Now is when we get to the really cool stuff, though. Let's talk about Forza Horizon 5 customization, and today it took a massive step forward in terms of performance and a little bit in terms of visual customization. Now, before I mention any of these parts specifically, I want you to know that all of these parts are available for everybody. If you have the expansion or if you don't, you will be able to use these parts, which sounds awesome. Speaking of sounds, you can make your cars go stu-tu-tu-tu-tu because anti-lag is coming to Forza Horizon 5. Basically, the way it works is now when you're upgrading your turbo for your car, so you've got to obviously use a car that has a turbo for it. When you're upgrading your turbo, you have the race turbo option, and you've also got the race turbo with anti-lag. Essentially, it allows your boost to come on a little bit sooner, and your boost stays on through gear shifts and stuff like that. And the byproduct of anti-lag is a lot of stu-tu-tu, backfires, crackle and pops, and insane flame. Now, usually when anti-lag's used, it's used for one of two purposes, and one of those reasons is drag racing, and that's why Forza has also introduced launch control. Essentially, the way launch control works is it's actually an assist built into the game, and the best way to describe it is basically like an algorithm. The developers worked out a calculation that basically takes into account everything that you're doing at that specific moment. So from what car you're in, to the drivetrain of that car, to the tires that are on that car, to the tarmac or the ground that you're driving on. Dirt and asphalt are going to be different, and then it'll work out the perfect RPM to launch at, and you hold the handbrake and the gas, and you'll go perfectly every time, which is actually really, really cool. The developers also briefly mentioned some visual customization that's coming to some cars, specifically like this big ol' rally bar and these rally lights that you can see on this Mitsubishi Evo and the Ford Focus RS. They look really, really cool. At the time of recording this video, we don't know what other cars have them, but hopefully it's quite a few. Speaking of the cars, though, let's talk about the 10 new cars coming in this expansion. Let me read off my list. There are some super cool ones. Obviously, starting with the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning, the all-electric F-150. It's got a bunch of really cool parts for it, like this big, canopy that goes over the bed, a big old bash front bumper. It looks awesome. There is this 1973 Hoonigan Baja Beetle. Looks awesome. Now, if you're a fan of rally racing, you will most certainly recognize this next car, the 2003 Ford Focus RS, which is Colin McRae's old car. I cannot believe the developers got the license for this thing. I cannot wait to drive it. Did I say 2003? I meant 2001. After that, there's a couple of lesser known cars like this, the Illumicraft Trick Truck, the Polaris Pro XP Limited Edition, the Jimco Hammerhead Class 1, Jimco Fastball Trophy Truck, Casey Curry Trophy Jeep, the RJ Anderson Pro 4 Truck, and the Illumicraft Buggy. Like I said, this is essentially a Baja 1000 expansion, just without the Baja 1000 name. All of these things are rally and Baja monsters. I seriously cannot wait to try them. Those are some seriously cool cars, and hopefully they also have some cool customization to go with them. And again, like I said, I'll try all of that next month when the expansion comes out. And again, you might be saying, Nick, is that all? No, 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 because we are also getting a highly requested feature. It is finally coming. Split times are coming back for Forza Horizon 5. The developers actually didn't call it out specifically, which I found a little bit strange, but you can actually see split times up in the top right throughout some of these races, and it is just so cool. And again, that is not all, because FH5 Update 18 is also dropping next week, and we've got some information about that. Specifically, there are some really cool new things coming to the game. Right out of the gate, there's actually a brand new updated stunt park out at the stadium for you to go and have some fun with. I love the old one. This one actually looks pretty cool. We've also got 2 new cars coming to Forza Horizon 5 that are brand new for the game. This is is the Sierra Cars 700R. It's essentially like the Sierra buggy that we've already got in the game, but it's the race car or the race buggy version, whatever you want to call it. It's a super cool car. The way you unlock it is by getting 160 points in the festival playlist next month. And this thing is also coming to Forza Horizon 5, the Polaris Razor Pro XP buggy. These things are really cool in real life. I love what Polaris is doing. Personally, though, I've never been the biggest fan of driving them in Forza Horizon games, but we'll see if this one is any different. You can unlock this thing by getting 20 points in the winter season. There's also a bunch of other cars coming back from previous Forza games, like the Audi Quattro S1 race car, or race rally car, and Ken Block's Ford Focus RS RX. Love that thing. Can't wait to drive it. And there's also this, which is the 1985 Nissan Safari Turbo. You can unlock this thing in the spring by getting 20 points. And this thing's actually never been in a Forza Horizon game. It's only been in Forza Motorsport. So it'll be nice to try out like an off-roading SUV in a game with off-roading SUVs kind of inspired. So it's nice to see. And that now is everything. That is the FH5 expansion to the Rally Adventure. From what we've seen so far, I am super hyped for it. I cannot wait to try it out for myself. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section down below. And like I said, as soon as I get my hands on it, I'll make some videos here for you guys, so make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you soon with some more. See you then. Bye!